So, Jackson County Fair 2022. It's that time of year again. That's great. I'm here sitting at the Cattleman's booth. We are getting ready to, just waiting for my dad and all them to come back so we can get our ribeye sandwich, all that, because tables always fill up quickly here. So yeah, that's what I travel here every single year. It's to get that ribeye sandwich. I travel from Cincy every single year to get that. So yeah, like always, I'm gonna bring you guys along, and we'll have footage of the fair. It's gonna be kind of like what we did last year with the just footage. It's gonna be more of a footage video, kind of like last year. So yeah, it makes sense. So yeah, all right. I just got done with eating the ribeye sandwich. What I usually wait all year for, drive 2.5 hours. 2 hours to come and have. It was very good, and yeah, Midway vibes. Look at this. We all know what this means. That means it's time to go take a look and stroll down the Midway for a bit and get some nice ride footage, kind of like in the past. It's gonna be great. I'm not riding anything. I'll tell you later why I'm not riding stuff anymore here, but if you ask nicely, I'll tell you. But yeah, but let's go take some vids. Okay, we are, I have got some done the Midway. I've been walking around for a bit. I've ran into a few people that I know, sort of. I've walked by some and waved. Yeah. If there are some people on here who would like to be in the video, I will feature them. You'll probably see some featured sometime this weekend, but if not, it's okay. But yeah, it's good so far. It is basically the same fairs I remember. I always like to come back every single year and give it a good stroll on here just to see how it's changed over the past years. One big thing that's changed is my old church is no longer doing the baby 911 booth. That is something we started when I first moved here. The church, we did a thing where it was like, it was a place where mothers could do, like, with their babies and all that. But anyway, they don't do that anymore. I think last year was their last year, but they are still doing the food booth this year that they started last year. So yeah, their food booth last year was so well received that they came back again this year. So yeah, that sounds good. I hope it continues to go well. Definitely. All of you on here, prayer warriors, continue to pray for that church and continue to pray for that booth, so they can continue this ministry. It seems to be going very well for them, and I'm very happy about that. Okay, so if you've gone to county fairs in the past, you know about the lemon shake-up thing. Basically lemonade, but more shaken up. You usually get them in the carny booth. However, if you come to the Jackson County Fair in the future, here's what I recommend. Get them at the show arena. Do not get them at the carny booths. One, they actually taste better at here, but they also support the locals. And we here at Big Blue Amusement Productions, we support the locals. So, yeah, get them there, not at the carny. Okay. if you want to see how crowded it is at the fairgrounds tonight, take a look. Yeah, here's Freak Out, which is a lot like the Hush Giant Frisbees, just smaller version of them, more like Delirium or Max Air. The line starts right there, and this is the line for it. Look at that, it goes all the way down there. It's insane. This is absolutely insane. Literally. This is basically, yeah, this is why theme parks have Q rails. And this is also why this is why we have the Q rails set up. So we have crowd control. This is just insane. Look at that. Yeah. Not doing it. Okay, so it is now nighttime. I've done some walking, a bunch of walking around. Ran into a few people that I knew, like usual. I'm just walking around to see if I can find people. That's usually what I come here for. It's people watching. The Jackson County Fair is actually known as the lawn chair fair. A lot of people come to people watch, and a lot of people come to Kings Island to people watch, or Cedar Point, or Carowinds, or all those other parks. They come to people watch. People watching is a big thing at a lot of theme parks. It's always a good thing, and it is a big thing, yeah. So I'm gonna be walking around and just walking through a little more, and it's gonna be a good night. It's a beautiful night. Like I said, it's very, 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 very crowded here at the fair. And that's usually how it is at the end of the week. As you know, we came at the end of the week instead of the beginning of the week, like in years past. So, yeah. So usually from my experience when I lived here, it would get more crowded towards the end of the week. Like, we lived down towards like Seymour, and there would be a backup at the end of the week to Seymour. So yeah, it's great. So I'm gonna go look around a little bit more. Might get some more footage of the Midway at night, like I've done in years past. And I'm gonna be back again tomorrow it will actually be the last day of the fair. I'm gonna be back again tomorrow to do more. So yeah, it'll be good. Obviously, night one is not complete without ice cream. It's like a tradition. At the end of the night before we leave, we get ice cream. We get ice cream. It'll be great, and this ice cream is very good. All right, we're walking out of night number one. Night number one of our time here complete. And we'll be back again tomorrow, like I said. I'll try to do a lot more tomorrow. Try to do a bit more. We are walking out right now, and it is very busy. So, yeah. Yep. Looking forward to coming back for more ribeyes. Hopefully, maybe I'll feature somebody in the video tomorrow. So, who knows? So, okay. I will see you guys later. All right, we are here at day 2, and we're walking in. As you can hear in the background, you can hear race cars. If you do not know, they actually have a racetrack here, and every weekend they race, and the last day of the fair they always do this big race. It's always the big one, so that's what's going on tonight. So in the video you will be hearing a lot of race cars, so keep that in mind. You are going to be hearing a lot of race cars just because of whatever, just because of what's going on. So, sounds good. You never know who you're gonna run into. I just met you probably remember this guy.
Hi.
His name is Hunter. He's probably my biggest subscriber. He is great. It's always good to run into you. I didn't run into you last year.
Yeah.
I ran into Kaylin. This is his girlfriend, Kaylin.
Yep.
She was in my youth group, so that's great. So always good to run into you. And
yeah,
definitely, you know.
Tell him about how I inspired your Jason.
Oh, that video. Yeah.
Tell him about it.
Okay, all right. So, you probably remember the Jason Gets Grounded video from about here. It was his request, and I decided to take the request. And no, it is not coming back. I do not plan to bring back Jason Gets Grounded, but it was just something I did for a little bit. I just wanted to try Beyond for a little bit, but it was his request to do the Jackson County Fair version of the video. So, yeah, I thank him for that. So, yeah, always good to run into you, Hunter.
Yeah.
You have anything else you want to say?
Well, let's do it. Here, make sure to subscribe to this guy.
Yeah.
Turn on the bell notification.
Yep. Make sure. Hey, I just surpassed 300 subscribers. I'm on the move for 400, so please make sure. I will appreciate it. If I get the 400 subscribers in the next month, if I get it faster than any, I'll definitely do something. I'm already planning on something for a 300 subscribers special, so hopefully that will come out. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. So, sounds great. So,
see you later, everybody.
bye. See ya. All right, here's the ribeye sandwich I got. Very good. And it has a baked potato and stuff like that. So, yeah, let's go ahead and dig in. Alright, so I just had dinner, and as you can see, the line is much shorter than it was yesterday. It's the last day of the fair, and there's also the race going on, so I definitely am guessing it's not going to be as crowded on the Midway, because a lot more people are going out to the race, but yeah, this is definitely a lot shorter so far, but the rides have just begun, so I'll be back here to see if anything changes. Little bitty shot of the race going on. Not at full speed yet. But it's just a little bit of a shot of what's going on. It's a dirt racetrack, so it's not like the Indy 500. It's a dirt racetrack. Years ago, I actually sat in the box seats of those stands at this race. It's the race where you get all the mud in your hair and all that. I was younger, but I still remember it. It was very interesting. Oh yeah. Alright, here's a little update. The line for Freak Out the Bat right here now. A little bit of an update. It's getting more crowded over here. Getting a little more crowded. Getting a little more crowded here. Yep. Here's the line so far. Okay, down the Midway we go again. And it is very crowded again. Yep. It is getting very crowded again down this Midway. Yeah. Very crowded again. It is the last night of the fair. And usually the end of the week, like I said before, the end of the week is usually a lot more crowded than the beginning of the week. So yeah, it's definitely showing it. It's a sad sight to see on this day. As you know, with it being the last day, all the buildings are all closed down. Shows that the fair is ending for the year. Because all the like 4-H stuff and all that, they ended yesterday. So yesterday was basically the last day for the full fair. Tonight's the last day for the rides and the carnies and food booths. So yeah, while the fair ends tonight, a lot of the full stuff ended yesterday. So yeah, but there will be some night footage tonight, so that'll be good. There will be some night footage. That will be good. And then yeah, so like I do in my videos, there might be some channel announcements coming up. I don't really know of any. If you have been following me on social media, you know, since I passed 300 subscribers, I want to do something at Kings Island, a special thing. I want to do a special, like 300 subscribers of like thing at Kings Island. So in the comments, I want you to put down what you want me to do for the 300 subscribers special as I try to talk over the race. Just what do you want me to do for the 300 subscriber special? So here are the rules for this. It cannot violate Kings Island policy in any way. It cannot violate park policy. So no filming on rides, no going into restricted areas, none of that. And also, it can't be I'm taking things out on the rides. So it cannot violate any park policy. Also, it needs to be appropriate. So kind of like that. So no stuff that could get me in trouble with the law. So no inappropriate stuff. Like, it needs to be PG. It needs to be something that anyone can watch and would enjoy out of it. So rule number 1, cannot violate park policy or Cedar Fair policy in any way. And 2, it must be appropriate for all ages. So go ahead and put down what you want to see in the comments, and I'll pick what I want to do and come out with it at some point. So that seems to be the next thing up. I hope to also get some more coaster reviews out. So I did post my Velocicoaster off ride just the other day. Eventually, I want to put a Velocicoaster review out soon. I plan to do that. I also am going to do probably a Hagrid's review as well, as I also really enjoyed Hagrid's when I was there. That's a hint. I really enjoyed Hagrid's, so I will be doing a Hagrid's review. I might also put out a Copperhead Strike review too. Those are probably the 3 coasters I'm looking at reviewing in the next upcoming coaster review videos. So yeah. So also, if there are any suggestions for more video ideas you want to put them down in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next. I'll see you guys in the next scene. Alright, okay, it is now getting to that point where it's starting to get dark. So that means it is time for my annual night footage of the Midway time. It is that time. So I'm now walking down to go get the footage here. So it'll be great. So let's go do it. Oh, we ran into an old friend. What's your name?
What's up, y'all? I'm Log, bro.
What's your name?
Log.
Hey, Log. It's nice to see you again. I went to school with him back in the day, so it's great to see you. Yep.
Right to my homie, dude.
Yep, go ahead. I'm on the move for 400 subscribers, so yeah. Yep, always good. line for the orbiter. Look at that. Goes all the way down. That's long. So it is now dark and we're getting ready to leave, so that concludes the Jackson County Fair 2022. Had a great time at the fair this year. You saw I ran into a bunch of people that I knew, some on camera, some off camera, and there's a lot happened this year. It was a little different coming at the end of the week. Like towards the end of the week, it's a little different coming towards the end of the week, as like It was very crowded yesterday, and it's crowded again tonight. And then tonight you didn't have all the like buildings open and all that because all that closed yesterday because 4-H ended yesterday. So yeah, so it was a great fair. It's always great to come back to where I lived for 3 years. It's always great to come back every single year. Only missed 1 year, which was the year we all missed, 2020, when the fair was canceled. And I was actually pretty close to not coming this year because of reasons. There were some, we almost couldn't come. So I'm glad we were able to come, and I'm really appreciate it. So that concludes it. So let's look forward to next year, Jackson County Fair 2023. Hopefully I'll be able to come next year again. Hopefully we can continue the tradition. And I don't know how the schedule is going to work or anything yet. As soon as I know, I will put it out. Usually we don't make those plans until maybe a few weeks before. So yeah, just one thing I mentioned of a couple of the announcements here. Another one I forgot to mention is I do plan to do some analysis videos once some things get announced. Obviously, both Worlds of Fun and Dollywood are getting ready to make their announcements. They have their announcement dates set. So once those are announced, and once the Dollywood, Worlds of Fun, and probably Cedar Point, and maybe Kings Island, once those all make their announcements, I'll try to do some analysis videos to break down what gets announced and everything. So thank you so much for watching. And if you have not come to this fair, I recommend coming. It's in Brownstown, Indiana, like an hour south of Indianapolis, like an hour from Bloomington, and about like 45 minutes to an hour north of Louisville, Kentucky, and 2 hours from Cincinnati. So it's considered one of, if not the best county fair in the state of Indiana, and I can see why. Trust me, none of the county fairs in Ohio compare to this, so I always recommend coming. If you have not, support all the locals, support all the local churches, all the local stuff. When you come here, you can really help out coming here. So thank you guys for watching the video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel so you cannot miss another video. I will have more videos and content coming out in the next few weeks, once Worlds of Fun and all them make their announcements. Great, so I will see you guys all later.